In the last lesson, we discussed the concept of agreement or disagreement with the passage questions. In this lesson, we would be applying this approach on a GRE-like example. Before we do so, you may want to pause the video and revise the approach. Let us now take a GRE-like example of a disagreement with the passage question. Here is the question, and here is our mind map approach. We have seen this passage in earlier lessons, and this is the mind map we came up with. Our first bite was the first sentence of the passage. What did it do? It raised a question around whether this scientist can be considered a remarkable one. Our second bite is this part of the passage. What did this bite do? It developed a case for yes as the answer, as in why this scientist should be considered a remarkable one. Then we saw a contrast trigger, followed by what we can consider the last bite of the passage. And what this does is to develop a case for no as the answer, as in why this scientist cannot be considered a remarkable one. We completed the first 4 steps, and now we must go about reading the question stem. We see that this is a disagreement question. The author of the passage is likely to disagree with which of these answer choices. That the impact of our scientist has been duly recognized is apparent because of his enduring fame in general and even among the scientists where his standing is not very strong. Due recognition of his influence has been talked about. Therefore, this statement is something that the author of the passage would agree with. We need an answer choice with which the author would disagree. Therefore, choice A is incorrect. As per this specialist quoted by the author, our scientist did not specialize in major laboratory programs. Therefore, the author would agree with this statement, suggesting that the primary capabilities of our scientist did not lie in major laboratory programs. The author would agree with this, therefore, this answer choice is incorrect. This specialist quoted by the author suggests that our scientist worked best as a liaison between the sciences. That means he had multiple branches of science. This is something that the author would agree with, therefore, this answer choice is incorrect. The passage talks about our scientist's work as an activist in this part of the passage. And the passage says that his gifts were widely recognized, suggesting that his work as an activist received widespread acknowledgement. So this is something that the author is likely to agree with, and therefore this answer choice is incorrect. Let us now look at answer choice D. Please always be very careful with such answer choices that are so strong in emotion. Not affording due respect is a very strong sentiment. The passage says that these scientists duly recognize the influence of our scientist. It is just that they are unwilling to group him alongside these remarkable scientists. Not affording due respect is something that the author of the passage would disagree with, and such is the answer choice that we want. Therefore, D is the correct answer choice.